So in this video we're going to talk about the difference between becoming outcome dependent and being outcome independent. Because your mindset towards the women you're going to date is going to determine how long this lasts. If it's going to go all the way, if it's going to be another situation where you talk to her for a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, and it ends. Or if you can prolong this, or if you can get these women attached. And then again, there's going to be some women where you can get them attached, but you might not want them. So basically, the majority of men, as soon as they get the chance today, for any woman who's even half good looking, they're going to take that and try to run with it a country mile to the end goal. So when you do this, she knows what you're doing. She knows you want commitment. You're running for it. You're chasing it. And she knows in your mind you would be bothered if this did not work. She knows in her mind you'd be bothered if this did not work itself out. Whereas if you're the laid back guy, you might talk to her, you might date her, but you genuinely don't care. If you were to ever even talk to her again, she can tell your life is going to go on and you're going to do what you're going to do. And it doesn't mean you necessarily dislike her. You just don't care because you're outcome independent. Not dependent, independent. You don't care. You know who you are. You know your worth. You know your value. You know where you stand. You know you can attract other options quite easily. So when you have this kind of energy, it matters when dating. It matters a lot. It's a make or break type shit. And some of the hardest things you're going to do is land on some girl that you're really going to like. She's probably very hot. Probably on the younger side to some degree. And she's going to catch your attention significantly more than all the others. But the worst thing you can do is treat that one differently. The worst thing you can do is start to like her a whole bunch to where you're falling into that frame where you're kind of trying to manifest with your own energy. You're manifesting, trying to get close to her and all this stuff. And bro, you literally cannot do it. We've all been there before. We've all done it. And it does not work. If you can treat every other situation like all the rest, you're going to see a night and day difference in the results you're going to get. Because every other guy she's talking to has the energy where they're outcome dependent. Women nowadays, bro, don't talk to just one guy. They're talking to many guys. That is also something that should not concern you, because if you're him, you're him. If you're that dude, you're that dude. It doesn't matter who else is out there. Because you have value too, bro. You have value too. It doesn't matter what she does. But as for the other guys, to them, it does matter what she does. It does matter if they get to see her. It does matter if they continue to talk. All these things do matter. To you, it doesn't matter. It's whatever. And this is a deciding factor, what she's going to do and the decisions she's going to make and the guy she's going to end up with. And there cannot come a time where this changes. You always have to be in a position as a man where you can lose her. And you might not want to, but you can and you're willing to. I think Andrew Tate said something like, I'm just thinking of it now from speaking about this topic, but he was with women where he knows if she is not who he needs her to be, even if he doesn't want to, he will leave her, he will walk away and miss her for a month, 2 months, and just not even say nothing about it and just continue to move forward. That is what you have to do as a man because, bro, you're going to feel some kind of way in situations with the women you deal with. You're going to feel some kind of way. But you have to be able to make the right decisions for yourself, for your future, and for your future family. And not every woman you're going to deal with, bro, is going to meet that criteria. They're just not going to do it. They're going to come up short. And it could be due to their trauma. It could be due to them just being immature and not being ready. It could be due to a lot of things. But if she's not who you need her to be, then she's not. And I even remember telling my last ex that I had there last year these exact words, like, you will never be who I need you to be. And that had quite the reaction, I'll tell you that right now. But too much has happened. That's not something I just say lightly or because of like small shit. Like, there's a lot of shit that happened for me to say those words. But yeah, it was the beginning of the end. And no matter the chemistry you had with somebody, bro, no matter what has gone on, no matter what, if things are not going right, it's got to be over. You got to move on. You got to move on with yourself. You got to move on with your life. And you have to be outcome independent. This is going to make you guys don't understand, a far more attractive men. And there's a lot of men that are like that, but there's even more that are not. That's the thing. And the men who are solid and stoic, it doesn't mean they don't feel shit. It doesn't mean that they can just not feel anything at all. You can feel shit, but you're stronger than your feelings. You're stronger than your own emotions, and you don't act on those. Like, oh, I should hit her up. You just think, oh, I'd like to talk to her right now. Well, you don't do it because you know it's not the right thing to do. You got to think logically. And if you logically know that's not a good idea, if you logically know I should not talk to this girl again because she's bad news, she doesn't fit my life, then that's the decision you have to make. You can't go back on it. You can't just sit there one day and, oh man, I'm really thinking about her. Should I hit her up? The answer is no. 100 times out of 100 times, 1,000 times out of 1,000 times, no, you should not hit her up. You gotta wake up out of that Disney daylight dream that you're living and get back to reality, get back to your logic, do what you know you have to do, regardless of how you feel. Not everything is gonna feel good. Even for women, not everything is gonna feel good. Sometimes they lose the man of their dreams simply because they're not ready, simply because they're traumatized, simply because they have not worked through their childhood trauma and they have issues, they're immature, they're not ready. They can absolutely lose the man of their dreams. So it can arguably even be tougher for them than it can be for yourself. The difference is women can monkey branch to another dude and distract themselves, whereas you have to work through every single thing that comes your way. And if you don't, well, you fall down and you don't become the man you're supposed to be. That is something you must do. And there's no other way about it. We as men have to make the right decisions for our life. No matter how much we were invested in a female, no matter the history we have with them, no matter how good things were at one point, well, if things have changed and it doesn't change for the better and it continuously gets worse, it's over. It's a wrap. And that's how she goes. So if you guys are leading, bro, if you guys are leading with emotion, if you guys are leading with outcome dependency, as you talk to her, as you speak to her, if you care, you already lost. You have to train your mind to not care. And I mean not care about damn near anything. Like literally anything. You have to accept every single thing within 1 millisecond. If she's not for you, she's not for you. It's just like that. Like you're not overthinking it and trying to find a way to make it seem like, oh, we could work, oh, we could do this, oh, we could do that. No, you can't, and you know you can't. So you have to be mindful of this stuff and not have the wrong mentality when dating these women or in a relationship with these women. And especially, bro, if you're dating these women, you should be able to drop them just like that. If you know it's not for you, you know it's not for you. I know when things are not for me, bro. I know when things are not for me. I don't know about you guys, but I know when things are not for me. And yeah, it gets dropped pretty quick. Pretty quick. So we have to be okay with whatever. With whatever happens, guys. We have to be okay with that. And even if you feel some type of way, it is what it is. That's life. Not everything is going to be all happiness and sunshine and everything else. There's going to be some stuff that you're going to feel sometimes that's not that pleasant. And that is life. So you can pick whatever side you want to, you can pick whatever route, I should say, that you want to go down. But there's only one right way here. And if you want to choose the other way, then you're going to suffer unnecessarily way too much. And I know what that's like. I've been there. You got to learn, bro. You got to learn. There's just no point in putting yourself in that position. Like, there's not. There's not. And I really believe, bro, like, I can tell you guys this, but for the most part, bro, you have to have certain experiences in life that can shape you into exactly what I'm describing. Otherwise, you're going to hold on to this hope that you can care about a woman and it's all going to work out and all this stuff. And no, not really. Not really, bro. Like, I shouldn't say you can't care. It's just like you just, she has to know in the back of her mind that you could absolutely just not be here. If she thinks like without her, you're just done. You're broken. You're done, dusted, disgusted. If she knows that in her mind and she has that type of power and control over you, it's done. It's done. And bro, sometimes women will literally try their absolute hardest to put you in that position because they want you in that position so you don't leave. They're purposely trying to get you attached They're purposely trying to get you involved in this big love spell, which is called love bombing, to brainwash you that this is just like a fairy tale love story or some shit. That's when you're in danger, because you're going to care a lot. You're going to care a lot. Bro, they do this to gain control. And that lovey-dovey shit, bro, fades real quick in these types of scenarios. Real quick. And it's over in a flick. They don't do this because they're actually that loving. They don't do this because they actually love you that much. They don't do this because they're that sweet and angelic. They do this to gain power, leverage, and control over you, to later on use it against you, to manipulate you, to then destroy you. You get eaved. So no matter what, as long as your outcome independent, which means you have the mindset where whatever happens, happens, and I'm okay with whatever happens, you will do so much better in life in every way, shape, and form you couldn't possibly imagine. You could not possibly imagine, bro. Night and day difference. Massive difference. And it's all because of the way you think. This here causes us pain. This here causes us relief, peace. It causes positivity, negativity. Our own minds are a weapon. So if you don't know how to use it, and you just fall into certain things, you fall into these love spells, you fall in love, you do all this stuff, and you're just swayed this way and that way like a feather in the wind, then you're essentially, you're affected by her. You're screwed. You're screwed. A female should not be able to do this to you, bro. She should not be able to. But it's all happened to us before, and it's something you have to learn. Because the reason it even happened in the first place is because we got manipulated. It's not because we're just that weak. We got blindside manipulated, and we got tricked into something that wasn't even real. And that's the real shit that affects you so much. It's not that men just have these loving attachments and stuff, and oh my God, baby this. It's more so you get fooled and you get manipulated into this love spell. And it's going to crush you when you wake up and realize this was all manipulation. So this is exactly why, as a man, you cannot push for relationships with these girls. You cannot push for commitment. You have to be the one that is getting them to prove themselves to you, because you are a proven man. That's the thing. And of course, up front, you might have to show that you're a normal dude. Yeah, that's that. Okay, whatever. But as time keeps going on, bro, that's when she has to prove herself more to you than you do to her. All she has to know is that you're a good man. You're not a serial killer. You're chill. You're a chill guy. As time keeps going on, you have to make sure that this woman is not crazy. Because 1 out of 3 women today, bro, 1 out of 3 women today are mentally insane. Studies. This isn't me just saying 1 out of 3 because it's random. Studies are literally showing 1 out of 3 women today are mentally insane. And the other 2 out of 3 are just not really confirmed yet. I don't know if I've ever met a woman that's not mentally insane. I'm not even kidding, man. I'm not even joking. Every woman I have known on a deep level has done something, bro, that's just completely insane. So I wouldn't put it past them all. Wouldn't do it. Wouldn't do it. Would not do it. insane. So yeah, guys, it's it's a crazy world, and once again, women are not what we used to think they were, bro. It's a lot different. It's a lot different, and we'll never think any other way again for the rest of our lives. All those women you see, bro, all those nice women you see that are so nice in public, bro. My ex was nice in public. You go back home at night and you see those fucking freak out episodes, you see all that shit. You think anyone else is gonna see that besides yourself? No. No. The reason they don't do that in public is because they know it's fucking insane. But they'll let you see it. They'll let you see that. Because you're their boyfriend, right? You guys have this attachment, so you're going to see every side to her. When at the start she vows she would never be crazy like your old other exes, she becomes even worse. So, I'm not fooled, bro. All these women who want to act so nice to me in public, like, I don't act like a dick to them, but I know that they're not that. I just know they're not that. So I don't waste my time or energy just like being so fake nice back, because I know they're not that. And I'm not a dick to them, but it's just like, I know, bro, what's up here. I know what's up. They're never what you think, bro. I'll just say that. So, yeah. Never push for relationships with women. Never push for commitment with women. Just don't do it. Just live your life and watch what happens. It is what it is. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This session is now expired, so we shall get on to the next one and the next lesson to be taught. You guys stay safe out there, and I will try to do the same. God willing, God bless. We'll see y'all at the top.